G'day scrappers, here we are. Finally, another of my annual garage cleanouts. So I'm making a start today. We'll see how we go. Yeah, all systems go here. I'm just going to, try and clear out as much as I can. Luckily, in the next few days, we've got good weather, so I'll be able to take stuff out temporarily outside and sort of make my way through and process a lot of stuff, I suppose. Shift a bit of stuff, and hopefully we'll make a bit of a dent. I'm just not sure what to do with all the telephones yet. I might start scrapping some out, but it might end up just passing them on to another recycler because they're just too time consuming and quite low value. And because I've already got one tub full of plastic, that's my maximum for each time they come and pick up my boards. So I'm already overloaded, but we'll see how we go. I might fill a couple of tubs with plastic, scrap a few phones out, and then just give them the rest. Lots of interesting things. I've still got old school point of sales, quite a lot of them I'd like to get rid of, and again, way up. They do have some good value as cast aluminium and so on, the older school ones. So, let's get to it. So this is what it basically looks like from the front, and also got a lot of boards and stuff that I've got to process, but just overloaded. So in here I've made a little bit of progress simply by just moving a few things out the door, reallocating a couple of things. Obviously this is what I'm going to be using quite a lot at the moment, is my depopulation station, and try and process boards as I go, especially these ones on the floor here. They're just in the way, so and take out some monitors, and I've got Apple all-in-ones in here as well. I did get rid of one of the Commodore monitors, so and it turned out that it was in perfect working order, so sold one of them. So that's one thing out the way. Let's go. Let's just where do I start? I do have a lot of overflow of IC chips and gold recovery things, gold fingers and all that. So I've got to get to my little barrels to see what's in there, and empty out these little tubs. All right, well, I think I'm going to sort of go between this side, depopulate a few boards, and then at the front and just start moving things around. Here's one empty tub that I had, so I'll use that for something. Okay, so this was going to go as Iron Alley, and temporarily, normally I use one of the tubs for Iron Alley, but not right now. Quite a lot of PCs still to do, so gosh, what have we got here? HD sequence. This looks like a nothing. It doesn't have any hard drive in there. It's just a hard drive caddy, but it'll just have a little circuit board. This looks like another one. Once again, doesn't have a hard drive. I'm not going to waste my time trying to get tiny little board out of that. Just get rid of it. What do we got? Phones. All right. Got tubs of cable here. I've got these giant projectors. Just got to it's just a bit cluttered at the moment, so I might look for I don't have any wheelie bins empty, and that's aluminium. I mean, technically I could put cable in here for now, because the aluminium is quite slow. Yeah. All right, just get out a couple of these things that are just scrap. Yeah. Yeah, so temporarily that's the best I can do. So Inelli. Oh, there's one tub done. That's the way to do it, isn't it? Not quite. Just transferring stuff from one place to another doesn't get anything done, but for now, it's going to have to. Do. All right, there we go. Just about full now. All right, 2 tubs. Now these are the projectors. 1, 2, 3, 4 big ones here. They do have a DLP inside, but so you can see it's a DLP, Texas Instruments. So yeah, these all came from one place, from a museum, I think. Most of them have got issues. They've all had most of them had their lens taken out. So all the main value is in the lens, and sometimes they get faulty and they take out the lens and replace a working one. So what to do? What I might do for now, before I decide whether to scrap them, I mean, there's nothing really in them scrap value wise apart from the little DLP CPU. They're not that spectacular anyway. They're only worth $1. So well, this is a super heavy. This is an old school UPS. So I need to get out the batteries, scrap that one out for sure. There's a circuit board. Yeah. This is a Panasonic one. If I can throw them into dirty pressing steel, because it's mostly just mechanical things in there, fans, a little circuit board, but not a great deal in them, unfortunately. All right. Yeah. And these iPack, never worked out what I should do with these. I might go in. Yeah. So they're not new. They're being used. Yeah, these are not even worth scrapping out because they really don't have anything in them. So there's the battery there, and then it's just got a tiny little circuit board, and these are really sticky. I'm not even going to bother scrapping these or trying to sell. When they're brand new in box, fine, but yeah, these are just been put back in the box. They're not. And then you just end up with all this rubbish that's got to be separated into what goes in trash, what gets recycled. So yeah, I'll just get rid of them. Yeah, they're all being used. They're just being put back in the box, and it's typical when I'm picking up eWaste. The main thing they're trying to get rid of are the boxes. So I'll process these. All right, well, leave it with me for a little while. Mostly it's just going to be organising myself for the next couple of hours to work out a plan of attack. And here's a tub of mixed stuff that needs to be sorted out too. Mostly PCI cards, all kinds of things. All right, leave it with me for a little while, and here's some nice chunks of aluminium heat sinks, just regular aluminium. You can put them in cast, which I'll do. All right, so here you see it. It's not so bad because I've, sort of, a few weeks ago I dabbled into it and processed a lot, especially on the ground, all little small things, and so it's going to be a lot quicker. Yeah. All right, leave it with me for a bit. I'll scrap out this switch. Okay, well, slowly getting there, and yeah, doing okay. The thing that's most time consuming is all the little bits that I'm finding on the ground, but yeah, we're in the halfway point here. Just got one little track, but yeah, really good. So I just been processing quite a lot of boards that were here. Just don't really need processing. They're just a matter of maybe picking off one or two things and then just stacking them into the tubs to sell. These ones were sitting here hoping to actually sell, but now we know my buyer doesn't buy these silverback ones either, unless they're the real modern thin style. Those thin ones, they're only, they're not very old. They're not hard to get rid of anyway. There's always some that wants a couple or wants one to use, because, and no doubt if I brought the really good ones, the new style silverbacks, my buyer's going to pay me so little, it's almost insulting. But I just bite the bullet and say, yeah, no, whatever, doesn't matter. Things like this is probably from a box that's busted open. Yeah, I've got old school VGA monitors. Gonna have to really do something with them. It's got some junk in there. Gosh, it's all junk, guys. Got a lot of transformers I've been keeping aside, so I'm gonna have to make a decision on them as well. But yeah, anyway, looking really good. I'll even be able to get to my wheelbarrow that's been sitting there for a year. Sometimes the wheelbarrow is really handy to bring in stuff from the van, wheel it in, tip it out, especially if it's cable and stuff. A few other things I've got to actually get, bite the bullet on. I've got these two giant old school Philips VCRs, the old original Philips VCRs. No one's ever been interested in them, so too big and heavy. As you can see, it takes up that whole shelf up there. Got to get rid of that. What do we got here? Just a bag of cable. Well, I might as well process that as well. But yeah, it's a really slow process, this, but I'm going to get there, guys. And just rubbish. Yeah, I'll get there slowly. Process every little. There's a lot of cable in there too, so it's technically it should have been done. There's no reason to really store cable. This is a bit of a nightmare. A lot of plugs. It's mostly data cable. Oh gosh. What I'll probably, there's just too many things to do, so I can't spend too much time. What I'm probably going to do with this, I'm not going to bother. I'm going to put this in a cable with plugs, or maybe when I'm just when I've got on top of the garage a lot, I'll probably pick out some of it. Obviously you get a lot more for data cable than we do, so I wouldn't mind some of it. You know, data cable's worth over 3 times as much, you know, if you cut the cords. You know, I suppose you've got to make the most of the scrap that you get. So over this side, I haven't done a lot. I've done a few little bits, but yeah, I've got some switches here that really got to get done. Yeah, not bad actually. Just boxes from pickups that have just been thrown in. Like there's a mound of cable in there, like a good half a day's work just in a bit of cable. Yeah, but it's worth spending the time, and you know, more than tripling your money by taking off the plugs. And sometimes like that, there's a plug here, plug there, not much. Might as well just throw it into cable with plugs and get paid for the plug as well. Except for that, that's too much of rubbish, even for low grade. Security little thing, it's got a little board in there. Don't even know what's going on. One of these. It's all aluminium, so I might as well scrap it. And goodness. Surge arrest for notebooks, rubbish. Yeah, so here's one of these little things, and there you got like a little motherboard in there, kind of, and you know, there's a RAM stick, a lot of cable, and aluminium, so they're definitely worth scrapping. Sound blaster. Probably would have been a good one in its time. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I'll get the board off. Even some phones, BlackBerry. Yeah, this I've got one more batch of cell phones to send to my buyer, and after that I'm probably not going to keep cell phones. It's just not worth having a bin for them, because it just takes so long. Even though I've got a small bin for them, it still takes so long to even half fill the bin, because I just don't get many cell phones these days. I get 1 or 2 here and there. So yeah, after I get rid of this batch of cell phones, I'm not going to have a bin for them anyway, and I'll probably just put them in with I'm not sure, probably I'll just throw them into like a mid-grade board. A bit of aluminium, just got to take off these little things. Yeah, just yeah, as you can see, these boxes and stuff, it's all just fiddly, a little slow. So, you know, I'd love to start the mission of cleaning out the garage, and then in 2 days' time say, look at this, it's great, look how much I got rid of. You know, it just takes so long, all these boxes, and to actually process stuff, and I don't even know what's down the bottom in there, but not a whole heap of good stuff. There's actually a tub of ram sticks in there that there might even be 2 that I couldn't find when I sent off my last batch of ram. So yeah, I'll keep going. I'll show you when it actually looks like I've got some progress from this side. Over the other side it's looking great. Check this out. What on earth? They're just low grade boards. Just a box of low grade junk. I'm pretty sure someone would have brought me this box to as part of stuff to sell, and they say, do you want that? And I say, no, I don't buy it. Oh, you can just have it. But what do I do if it's just rubbish, you know, scrap metal, not worth the time. Maybe a couple of these break off the transformer, but there's one already loose. But yeah, most of these boards are just scrap metal for me. Yeah, I'll take off the main transformer, but the rest can go. So yeah, it's just a slow process. Whole big box just for oh well, at least they're Microsoft mice. They've even got so they're reasonably old school, where they still had to have the PS2 connection or whatever that port is. Still got USB. I'll probably just I'll keep these 2 just you know, just for my own PC use. All right, leave it with me, guys. I'll just keep plodding along here and do the best I can. We'll get into that garage finally, and it's going to allow me to do other things, and certainly sort out my gold recovery stuff that I've just got bits and pieces all over the place. Over there's a box with ceramic CPUs, really good ones. You know, they've just got to get put in their place. And yeah, once I do clean up this though, I'm probably never going to let it get to this point again. I know I say that year after year, but I just noticed there's about 50 point of sales still in the back there. I didn't realize. Gosh blimey. Well, yeah, a lot of work. I don't even know if how far am I even going to get in the next week. We'll see how we go. Well, okay, so I've obviously made a lot of ground here, and yeah, looking awesome. I did make a few video clips before this one, but they didn't turn out. The sound didn't come out. So I did do a few stages of dragging out stuff, processing a little bit, but yeah, unfortunately that part of the video didn't turn out. But yeah, like I said, it's all looking good. It's amazing, and got rid of a lot of boxes and stuff, and yeah, we've got a floor, and I want to get right down to actually even sweeping out this floor. Might even hose it out and just give the whole thing a good spruce up, but we're getting there. I did mention the point of sales. There was about 30 of them there. I just stuck them outside because it just takes too much time to process everything as I find it. I've got to just put things aside. Really don't know what to do with these monitors. I'm going to make a bit of room up here, so temporarily I might just put them up here, but yeah, I might have to eventually just get rid of them for what they're worth. And also got to get rid of these copper sheets that I've got around the place. Yeah, they're just too big and awkward to keep anywhere, so I'm just going to sell a batch of copper scrapyard. Got all this section still to do, still a lot of switches here, and yeah, then I can get sorting and gold recovery stuff. I want to do a bit of a project with the pins. I want to sort them out and get rid of the real low gold recovery stuff that I'll probably never process anyway. So yeah, there's another tub. There's just plastic tubs everywhere. I've just got to get rid of a few. Some of these, like this one's okay. Just drill a couple of holes in them so I can keep it outside. But things like this, I've just got to get rid of them. Just got way too many. And still got old school point of sales here. Still going. Extra set of scales. Done that. Got that from a pickup. So that's handy. I think... yeah, it's those two big Philips VCRs that I want gone. And yeah, all kinds of things I've got to sort through. But yeah, I thought I'd just give you a bit of an update because quite a lot of video clips went missing. So yeah, this is about as good as it gets for now until I just start really getting into the nitty-gritty now. But geez, you know, it's been a long time since I can walk through the garage and just got to clean up all this area. It's mostly just junk anyway. All right, guys. Well, yeah, I think, yeah, because I lost so much video, I've forgotten what I was speaking about and the whole lot, but I'm pretty happy here, and I'm just going to continue on off video. And yeah, might do an update in another video of what it looks like then. But yeah, everything's looking okay here. Certainly getting down on the scrap. I've got to do a few scrapyard runs. I just did a pickup of these industrial things. Well, they're from the last pickup. I've got a van full of stuff that I need to empty out as well, and low value stuff, but good aluminium. All right, well, that's me. That's the garage clean out video. And yeah, you know, just a bit of an update. Probably turned out to be a bit of a crappy video, but yeah, well, what do you do? You know, sometimes I've made videos, gone inside to edit them and realized there's no sound to the whole thing, and I've just spent the whole day making a video for nothing. So that's why sometimes there's a longer break, because the video just didn't turn out. But yeah, I still got all these real nice high-end boards I've got to deal with. I just want to get a few chips off each one, and because they're mounted to the board, gold-capped CPUs. Yeah, might use a heat gun to get them off. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what's in the barrels and sorting out my stuff. But oh well. And yeah, I might scrap a couple of vintage PCs out in the end, who knows. So, all right, well, I think I'll just leave the garage video here as it is, and see if we can, you know, do something a little bit more interesting. I found there's my furnace at the back there. There's a little electric furnace which is burnt out anyway, needs repairing. I mean, wire stripper that I probably need to get working as well. Strip some wire that I've accumulated that's strippable. All this wire, this is just, you know, it's just not worth stripping, like most of you already know. Regular eWaste wire, data cable, just sell it. And yeah, so these have got to go. And already, you know, I've emptied out, you know, sold my boards and stuff, and already one overflowing mid-grade board tub ready to go. Iron alien junk that I can't be bothered dealing with. All right, guys, well, and scrap metal building up too, so probably got quite a lot coming down the pipeline this week. Just trying to do a lot of things, and yeah, just get rid of like 20 different types of buckets and tubs that you know, every time I do a pickup, I get one or two in each pickup. I don't want them, but they give them to me. Same as these plastic cube boxes there. They've got to go. Switches, what's here? Oh gosh, more cable in packaging, and a crappy plastic box that's got to go as well. Yeah, so that's me. Serve you. Yeah. This is very low value work, trying to process, take everything out of bags, and yeah, I had so many of these things, hundreds of them, just never can get rid of them. But yeah, my next big project is to sort out the plugs. Got all these 3 blue barrels here. They're chock-a-block full of plugs for gold recovery, and no doubt there's a lot of USB plugs and things that I'm going to get rid of. I just don't think there's enough gold recovery in USB plugs to make it worthwhile, especially spending all the time, because you still got to get the pins out. And yeah. All right, so I'll just keep plotting. This is basically what it's all about. It's just a very slow process, time consuming, trying to get all these little bits. There's no point in me just hiding everything, pushing it to another side, and it never goes away that way. So yeah, but all good. It's all part of the fun. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the garage is. So yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it like this, so it's super. And it still looks messy, and it's still going to get a lot cleaner, but I put a lot of work in the last week in just you know, getting to this point. So all good. All right, guys, well, check out the next video. Hopefully it's going to be about the pins and stuff. When I've got more space in here, I'm going to set up a whole different bunch of tubs, and I'm going to sort out my pins, where they go, whether they're going to be thrown out, given away, or kept for gold recovery. So yeah, so there, I might have some questions there. Some people might be able to give me a better direction if they've got experience in gold recovery from pins. You know, what was successful, what wasn't. And so, you know, I'll just reduce the volumes down so I can use those barrels for better things. All right, guys, well, yeah, crappy video, I know, but end of the day, we've got to, you know, we're in the door, we've got most of the job done. Now it's all a matter of just yeah, housekeeping. So keep scrapping, have fun, and I'll catch you real soon.